There we go. Technology, isn't it wonderful that we all get to do a concert, even though we're all miles away from each other? I'm Sonny Ochs. I'm the host of the Not So Quiet concert series at the Middleburg Library, and I'm glad you're joining us this evening because this is going to be a really special concert. And we're hoping that you will be kind with your donations. Performers do have to eat, you know. It's not easy in this day and age. And first of all, I want to thank, well, besides Emma's Revolution, I want to thank Diana McPherson, who is our sound guru, who's taking care of all the technical stuff this evening. And I do have to read one thing because we get a grant for this series. So I have to read the following. Bear with me. This project is made possible with funds from the Decentralization Program, a re-grant program of the New York State Council on the Arts with the support of Governor Andrew M. Cuomo and the New York State Legislature, and administered in Schoharie County by the Greene County Council on the Arts, doing business as Create. All right, now it is my great pleasure to be able to introduce a duo. Well, I've known Pat since the 1980s. I remember the first time she ever sang Swimming to the Other Side when she first wrote it. She came to the Old Songs Festival, played it for me there for my crew, the volunteers there, and just watched her grow over the years. And in recent years, she took on a singing partner, and her name is Sandy Opatow. See, I know how to pronounce it, so I don't have to say Sandy O. And they, they took the name Emma's Revolution. And they are very revolutionary and they are very political, and that's why I love them. Boy, do we need politics and music today. So, without further ado, I'm going to welcome you to Emma's Revolution.
Thanks so much, Sonny. All around this country, trouble in the air, and I hear those voices calling me, saying, do you know, do you care, do you know, and do you care? I'm gonna do what I have to do, say what I have to say. I'm gonna be what I have to be. Won't you come on along with me? Won't
Thanks, y'all. We definitely wanted to start with that song. Don't worry, so sweet of you. We definitely wanted to start with that song in support of all the people who are in the streets in Portland, or Portland, Oregon, and all of us who are taking action across the country to make sure that Portland, Oregon doesn't get repeated in every city in this country, because what we really need to not fail at, when Phil said, what happens if we fail? We know that we cannot let this election turn out in favor of Donald Trump again. So that's my biggest question of something that we know we're not going to be able to let ourselves fail at. Are you with me?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So that was a song by Sonny's brother, Phil Ochs, one of our favorites to perform. I love that. Alice says, Donald Trump, you're fired. Yes, that's from another song.
Yes.
That's true.
You were pre-fired, actually.
You were pre-fired. And we've got some folks watching on Facebook down there. Nice. Phyllis, David. It's fantastic.
Have you guys ever seen Randy Rainbow? He
Oh,
does
yes,
great.
of course.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
And of course, we're thinking of all of the remarkable and courageous icons who have passed. Thinking of John Lewis, of course, Representative
Oh, yeah.
John Lewis today.
Of course.
And our friend and mentor, Pete Seeger. We were friends for close to 30 years. And he was a huge influence on my music. He's really
Wonderful.
one of the primary reasons why I do what I do.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So this is a song that sort of goes back through a lot of the ways in which Pete touched my life, both indirectly and directly. I did a lot of work on the Clearwater, moved to the Hudson Valley to be closer to some of the projects that were closest to his heart, and sat with him at his bedside as he took his last breath and sang to him all the way out. So this is the song that came to me in reflecting on that remarkable life and how the impact that it had on me. So this has a chorus, so wherever you are, though you're muted in your living room, please feel free to sing along. When I was 4, I had a toy made of plastic and of joy, a magic musical machine from its drum, a stick and strings. I couldn't know as I would play, I'd live to meet the man one day, playing songs that shaped my life and taught the world to sing. Oh, hear the banjo ring, hear the people sing. Oh, changes everything, sing people sing. The summer of my 18th year in San Francisco he'd appear. I jumped onto a trolley car, alone and wondering. The grove was full when I got there, people came from everywhere. I climbed a redwood by the stage to watch the reveille. Oh, hear the banjo ring, hear the people sing. Oh, changes everything, sing people sing. Years went by, I got a call, a festival in early fall, along the Hudson River shore, a harvest gathering, asking me to volunteer to keep the river clean and clear, to celebrate the river's life and all the breaks. Oh, hear the banjo ring, hear the people sing. Hope changes everything. The same people sing. Stood up to McCarthy's rage, rallied for a living wage, rode with when he marched with Dr. King. Patiently brought us along, taught us each and every song. He told she by your side, you could do most anything. He showed us how the world could be, living with integrity. Together we create a force beyond imagining. As I observed your dimming light, I felt a spark in me ignite. But I would trade it all today to hear your banjo ring. Oh, hear the banjo ring, hear the people sing. Hope changes everything. Sing, people sing. Oh, hear the banjo ring, hear the people sing. Hope changes everything. Sing, people sing. Sing, people sing. Sing, people
Thank you so much. Wow.
Love you guys.
This is our first concert doing that the thing where
live
the
applause.
live applause.
Wow.
Yeah. Very sweet. And we hold on, here we are. I was just gonna say we've got some wonderful friends down here on Facebook. Jennifer from Pennsylvania, Phyllis all the way from Florida, Jane from Massachusetts. I saw Brian there, Brian from Clearwater,
Yeah.
and our friend Lee, and Enid all the way from Australia. We've got a really good crew from Australia, so just love to all of our Australia folks too. One of the amazing things about Zoom is that if you were a person who didn't like to sing in the concert hall when you were at a concert with us, because maybe you didn't want, to sing with other people, now you just get to sing in your own room, in your own little house there. And a lot of these songs do have a part for you, including this one coming right up.
For all we know, you're singing in the shower. I don't know.
Yeah.
So this is a song that I wrote in response to the murder of George Floyd and numerous other people who have been killed by police since, and for people who are marching in the streets and who are continuing to march in the streets. This is for you. Our people gonna rise. Our people gonna rise. Listen to our cries through the pain and lies. Our people gonna rise. Our people gonna sing.
Our people gonna sing.
Our people gonna sing. In spite of everything, hear our freedom ring. Our people gonna sing. Our people gonna fight.
Our people gonna fight.
Our people gonna fight for what we know is right. We're marching to the night. Our people gonna fight. Our people gonna grieve.
Our people gonna grieve.
Our people gonna grieve. Wherever you believe, we have the right to breathe. Our people gonna grieve. Our people gonna pray.
Our people gonna pray.
Our people gonna pray. nights away. See you on election day. Our people gonna pray. Our people gonna rise.
Our people gonna rise.
Our people gonna rise. Listen to our cries through the pain and lies. Our people gonna rise.
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 Thank you all. I know we faked you out with that ending. That's just how it is.
Yes.
All right. And I love seeing that Bob Sherman and Jill Bloom are here. Bob has been the host for so many years of Woody's Children. Yes, right on down in New York City. Are you on WFEV? Probably. I can't remember. It used to be XPN or something like that. XPR. It's been a long time. And while we're shouting out radio legends, let us shout out Sonny Ochs right there, who introduced us this evening and who's the host of this concert series and has been doing her radio show over in Troy. Boy, my memory is not quite what it used to be. I don't know why. Not aging over here or anything like that. Don't get that idea. But Sonny's also been keeping a wonderful radio show going for all these years. So thank you, Sonny, for keeping the music alive.
And Jackie Alper's old show.
And this is the song that Sonny mentioned at the top of the show.
Yeah, I wrote this song when I was living in the Hudson Valley. Sandy and I are coming to you from the Sacramento Valley of California. We're just an hour or so outside of the Bay Area, out where the almonds and the tomatoes grow. But I had come to the Hudson Valley to work on the Clearwater, and I knew that my friends in the activist community were really struggling during that time, and I wanted something to say to them, to just encourage them through that difficult time. And you know, we are in a similar, only perhaps more challenging time now in some respects. So this song hopefully will offer you some words of solace and encouragement as you hunker down or not. And much love goes out to all those essential workers who are continuing to risk their lives so that other people can come through this time. So feel free to sing with us. We are living neath the great big dipper. We are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in the stream together, some in power, some in pain. We can worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that we live beside. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. I am alone, I am searching, hungering for answers in my time. I am balanced at the brink of wisdom. I am impatient to receive a sign. I move forward with my senses open. Imperfection, it be my crime. In humility, I will listen. We're all swimming to the other side. We are living neath the great big dipper. We are washed by the Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. On this journey through thoughts and feelings, finding intuition, my head, my heart, I am gathering the tools together. I am preparing to do my part. All of those who have come before me band together and be my guide. Loving lessons that I will follow. We're all swimming to the other side. We are living beneath the great big dipper. We are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in the stream together. Some in power, some in pain. We can worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that we live beside. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. When we get there, we'll discover all of the gifts we've been given to share have been with us since life's beginning, and we never noticed they were there. We can balance at the brink of wisdom, never recognizing that we've arrived. Loving spirits will live together. We're all swimming to the other side. We are living beneath the great big dipper. We are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in the stream together. Some in power and some in pain. We can worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that we live beside. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side.
Woohoo.
Nice to see you singing along with that. So lovely. Thank you, sweetheart. So sweet of you. And we saw folks were asking about sheet music for that song, and there is sheet music on our website, emmasrevolution.com. And I did see this comment fly by on Facebook right before we started this beautiful song. I had just been acknowledging that my memory wasn't quite what it used to be. And our friend Glenn said, Sandy, keep repeating to yourself, person, woman, man, camera, TV. There it is. I can be the president. Yeah. No,
Right.
maybe not. Oh my, what a time it is.
Anything would be better than what we've got. Good God.
Yeah,
Terrifying.
yeah. This is a song some of you know. It's one of Pat's really classic songs, and we've updated it a little bit to reflect some of the current leaders in the world today. Those youth climate activists. And you might remember at the beginning of this whole shutdown, you know, a week into it, 2 weeks into it, that's all it took. That little bit of time for the cars to stop, for the planes to stop, and suddenly mountains that were obscured by pollution were suddenly visible across the world. And water was clearer, and the air was clearer to breathe. And so at least we've gotten a glimpse of what a clean energy future could look like. So we're going to look to those young people and support them in every way we can.
Montgomery and Selma and the streets of Birmingham. The people sent a message to the leaders of the land. We have fought and we have suffered not the preacher, not the Congress, not the millionaire, but me. I will organize for justice. I will raise my voice in song, and our children will be free to lead the world and carry on.
One sat down on the sidewalk, one spoke out for her land. Now Grieta and Tokada and young leaders all demand we must shout, our house is burning. We must open up our eyes, take action for the planet, like the waters. We must rise.
Here I go, bound for freedom. May my truth take the lead, and not the preacher, not the Congress, not the millionaire, but me. I will organize for justice. I will raise my voice in song, and our children will be free to lead the world and carry on. Here I go, though I'm standing on my own. I remember those before me, and I know I'm not alone. I will organize for justice. I will raise my voice in song, and our children will be free to lead the world and carry on. From the streets of New York City, across the ocean and beyond, people from all nations create a common bond. With our conscience as our weapon, we are witness to the fall. We are simple, we are brilliant, we are one, and we are on. Here I go, bound for freedom. May my truth take the lead, not the preacher, not the Congress, not the millionaire, but me. I will organize for justice. I will raise my voice in song, and our children will be free to lead the world and carry on. Here I go, though I'm standing on my own. I remember those before me, and I know I'm not alone. I will organize for justice. I will raise my voice in song, and our children will be free to lead the world and carry on.
Thank you.
Thank you. It is so nice to hear clapping again. We've been doing concerts with silent clapping for a long time now. It's nice to feel your presence a little more out there. Thank you for that.
And I want to thank Paula, who's here at our concert and is also one of our wonderful tech supporters on tech team on our Learn and Emma's Revolution weekly workshop that we do on Sundays at 1 p.m. Pacific and 4 p.m. Eastern. And she's posting things for you all there about where you can get chords and lyrics to various songs of ours that we've been teaching for this last, I think this week was our 17th week doing that. So, and we still have more songs, which is good. And then we can always write more, and that's always a good option as well.
This is a song, gosh, I think I actually heard this really early on in those Phil Ochs song nights that we were doing at the Bottom Line. And then I have to say, then I heard Betty and the Baby Boomers from the Hudson Valley, not too far off there from the Mohawk Valley. Nearby where you are there, Sonny. And I felt like I heard the song for the first time, I have to say, and just fell in love with it and felt like I just needed to sing that song. So I've been singing this one for a long time now, and Even made it the title cut of one of my solo CDs. Did a couple of those early on. Tuning. The room's warming up, so.
Yeah, it's like 100 degrees here.
Yeah.
In where we are. Yeah, I know. I see Sonny's face like, what?
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. You know, it's just the opposite of winter. You just don't go out right in the middle of when it's
Exactly.
super hot. But I did want to give a shout out to all these wonderful musician friends who are here. First of all, on the show here in the audience, and we love him so much. We love singing with him. We miss singing with him at those Phil Oaks song nights. It's Greg Greenway. So glad you're here. And out in Facebook Landia, Sally Rogers just logged on, and we welcome you here. And Rana Lesko is there, another great folk DJ who's been helping musicians get their music out there in this strange time.
I've seen the hands of the laborer lifting all the loads, granite stuck to their fingers as they built the canals and the roads. Now they're gone and the bridges span, rivers pass by a power dam, and now the hand of the laborer is reaching out to you. Oh, the hands that work to build the land, your land, the labor of the woman and the man, working with their hands. I've seen the hands of the miner digging out the coal, black dust stuck to their fingers as they lived their lives in a hole. Now the rock, it's still under the ground, and the mine is closing down, and now the hand of the miner is reaching out to you. Oh, the hands that work to build the land, your land, the labor of the woman and the man, working with their hands. I've seen the hands of the lumberjack for swaying in the breeze, splinters stuck to their fingers as the lumber was torn from the trees. Now the wood from your timbers tall, build your buildings from wall to wall, and now the hand of the lumberjack is reaching out to you. Oh, the hands that work to build the land, your land, the labor of the woman and the man, working with their hands. I've seen the hands of the farmer plowed across the field, topsoil stuck to their fingers as the earth was split by the steel. growing all that they could grow, to fill your tables row after row. Now the hand of the farmer is reaching out to you. Oh, the hands, hands, hands that work to build the land, land, your land, the labor of the woman and the man, working with their hands, hands that work to build the land, land, your land, the labor of the woman and the man, working with their hands, working with their hands, working with their hands, 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 working with their hands. And I get that those jobs are in a different state than they were when Phil was writing about them. A lot of those things are closing down because their resources need to stay in the ground. They have become industries that are unsustainable, but the compassion for those workers is still real, and those communities that depend on the work of those workers, so retraining them, re-educating them, getting them up to speed with sustainable industries is really key to keeping those communities alive. So we send out much love to those communities that are struggling even more, I'm sure, under these circumstances.
And I was thinking about it in terms of essential workers. Farmers, there are farms right around here, so when I take a walk, I see the farm workers going to work, and we know how hard it is, and we see the farm workers here in this beautiful banner made by Jan Berger. Jan Berger, thank you.
Yeah, from the puppetry insurrection from North Carolina, from the Triangle area.
You gonna play on this next one?
I am. Don't I? Wait. Oh yeah, this one I'm on. Actually, on the guitar. I thought it was the one where I'm on tambourine. Let me find you.
So this is not nearly as eloquent a song as that last song by Phil. Phil was really an eloquent writer, but he also had some, songs that were meant to sort of be a little more in your face and not necessarily as poetic, perhaps. So this one is more of like an in-your-face.
This is a Sandy-O song.
I think there's some poetry in it.
An in-your-face Sandy-O song.
Yeah. It has a part for you, and it harkens to a part for you that we need you to do. Everybody register to vote out there in Facebook Landia and on our Zoom call today. Well, that's great. We registered to vote as well, and then there are so many other things that we all are going to do to get more people to the polls, make sure people can use mail-in voting, and all of that. Yeah?
Yep.
We know the difference between a president and a king, the corruption, the obstruction. You try to get away with everything, but we know the difference between the truth and the lies. We're calling you out now. Then beneath November skies, we're gonna you threatened to kill. We'll remember in November Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, Emmett Till. We're gonna vote your asses out. We're gonna make a world where all our voices count. We'll keep fighting back in every way, and then we'll vote your asses out. No time for Fauci anymore. Coronavirus, what a bore. Badgeless cops, tanks and streets, bunker visits, tantrum tweets. All your cronies cross the land, trying to stop us best they can. Flashbang, tear gas, pepper spray, we'll take you down election day. We know the difference between the promise of this land and the workers' empty pockets and the unhoused empty hands. We hold the vision, read our writing on the wall. Another world is possible, true justice for all, and we're gonna vote your asses out. We're gonna make a world where all our voices count. We'll keep fighting back in every way, and then we'll vote your asses out. Yeah, we'll vote your asses out.
What about?
Thank you. We are finishing up a recording of that song. We're going to be doing a video, and we want you in that video singing along, playing your your air guitar or your actual or instrument or whatever you want. So stay tuned and sign up on our mailing list at emma'srevolution.com so we can get you in on that video. We really want to show that broad range of where all our voices count.
Wrote this song a number of years ago, never imagining that there would be such a thing as sheltering in place, but wrote it thinking about the ways that we shelter one another, that we take care of one another and look out for one another. And we thought, oh, actually, doesn't that fit this theme? The whole mask thing. I just wish folks would get that that we're taking care of one another, which really means we're taking care of ourselves and one another. That this really is that the air we breathe is finite. It's always been with us, and it always will be with us. And what we put out will come back. You know. So this is a love song.
I wonder if it's in there. Oh, yay.
Featuring Sandy O's ukulele, the sweet little ukulele part.
Thank you, Patty.
Got it?
Yes.
If I loved you all my days, would it be so strange if it stood in sharp contrast to all the bad news swirling around? Then we pause for a moment in the eye of a storm. There is calm. Let me be your shelter. You can come and rest. Let me be your shelter. You can come and rest in me. In the time that we have now, we are learning how to seek sanctuary wherever we are in this love. Let me be your shelter. You can come and rest. Let me be your shelter. You can come and rest in me.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Sometimes people ask after that song, they say, I've never seen anyone play the ukulele like that. And I used to play the lute, a Renaissance instrument. And that technique is, so the way I play it is kind of like playing a lute. Just in case you were wondering. I don't know, maybe you weren't wondering at all.
You're so quiet.
You're so quiet. And I loved all that early music stuff, but I really wanted to have songs that reflected. Oh yeah, wrong.
No, I'm just seeing if I'm in the right place.
No, this is it. Yeah.
Okay.
I was in the wrong place. Oh, that reflected what was going on now. Love your comments down there on Facebook. Bernadine says, so tender and beautiful, very touching. And Judith said, such a beautiful, tender song.
Thank you.
They're sweet. Yes. This song we wrote to sing at... Oh, good. Greg Greenway plays the ukulele that way also. Okay, cool. I'll have to check it out. I'll have to hang with Greg afterwards and play some ukulele together. This song we wrote to sing back at demonstration outside the White House, one of those fire drill Fridays that Jane Fonda had organized back in the fall, which seems like such a long, long time and a lifetime ago. And, you know, it was an amazing demonstration, and she was using all of her star power, literally, to bring attention to those young people that we mentioned earlier who have been really spearheading this movement for environmental justice. And not just Greta Thunberg, who's the young woman from Sweden, whose words we quote in this song, but there have been young activists of color from around the world who have been demonstrating. Takata Iron Eyes, we mentioned in that song, Autumn Peltier from Canada, all sorts of indigenous and young people of color who've been saying our house is on fire. We need to do something about it. So that issue is just right around the corner for us all still. So we want you to keep it in mind because it's going to come right up again after we get Trump out of office. There's a part for you to sing.
Put out the fire. Put out the fire. Put out the fire. Our house is on fire.
That's your part.
Put out the fire. Put out the fire. Put out the fire. Our house is on fire.
We love you.
We hear you. We commit to change our ways, not later, but sooner. Right now, for your future.
Youth can't wait.
Put out the fire.
Women can't wait.
Put out the fire.
Planet can't wait.
Put out the fire. Our house is on fire.
For our children
Put out the fire.
and their children
Put out the fire.
and their children.
Put out the fire. Our house is on fire.
For songbirds,
For clean air. For the oceans and the bays. Not later, but sooner. Right now, for our future.
melting glaciers,
Put out the fire.
rising seas,
Put out the fire.
bleaching coral,
Put out the fire. Our house is on fire.
sinking islands,
Put out the fire.
shrinking shorelines,
Put out the fire.
growing dry land.
Put out the fire. Our house is on fire.
Let bees live, let trees grow.
Let the snow fall where it may. Not later, but sooner. Right now, for the future. Right now, for the future. Right now. We are here to put out the fire. This is how we put out the fire. Time is now. We put out the fire. Our house is on fire. Thank you.
Should we do that one?
If you want.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
We just sang about youth, so now we're going to sing about the rest of us. As I mentioned, we've been doing these weekly workshops, Learn an Emma's Revolution song every Sunday. And the topic of hair came up a week or 2 or 3 ago. Like, you know, are you cutting your own hair?
Yeah, we were talking about our COVID haircuts, and I got my clippers in the mail, so I've been practicing.
Got your clippers. Yeah. And then the question was like, is that dyed? Someone said, you know, is that dyed under there? And I was like, no, that is great. That's great, friends. And so then we all, you know, decided we would show each other our gray hair. And it made us think about this song. Yep.
Okay.
I'm no spring chicken. I'm not 22. You got a problem with that. I got a problem with you. Yeah, I earned this grade.
I earned this grade.
Oh, I earned this grade.
I earned this grade.
Don't tell me I should wash it away. I earned this grade. I got my songs. I got my guitar. And I don't know who you think you are. Don't you tell me I'm too old to play. You know, mister, I earned this grade. I earned this grade.
I
there looking surprised. But you know, honey, you better get wise. 'Cause if you're lucky, well, maybe someday you'll be like me and say, I earned this gray, I earned this gray.
I earned this gray.
Oh, I earned this gray.
I earned this gray.
Don't tell me I should wash it away. I earned this gray. Yeah, I earned this gray.
I earned this
Oh,
gray.
I earned this gray.
I earned this gray.
Don't tell me I should wash it away. 'Cause you know what I'm gonna say. You know, I think I like it this way. Yeah, baby, I earned this gray. Oh my. Gotta get your inner blues belter out once in a while. Well, we have one more song for you in this evening where what I love about, well, there are a lot of things I love. First of all, I love Sonny Ochs. Let's just give a round of applause, open up your mics, and cheer for Sonny Ochs. We love Sonny. We're missing you in Portland, but we're glad we get to be here. And, you know, as the daughter of 2 librarians and the sister of a 3rd librarian, I really always loved that we were going to be coming to the Not So Quiet concert series. We did play once there in that library in Middleburg. And we played also in that beautiful stone church up the road from you, Sonny.
Oh, Gates Hill.
Gates Hill. And, but it's just been lovely to be with you all and to get to experience the way you do concerts with the open mics and everybody claps and all that good fun stuff, just like, well, kind of just like in Earth One that we have left suddenly, and we might be coming back to it again. We want to thank all our friends down on Facebook who've been joining us. Lisa Richards is there, our friend Lisa from Encinitas. When I was mentioning how hot it was, lots of our friends in the chat were like, you could come here to Encinitas where it's cooler, or you could come up to the foothills in the Sacramento Valley, said Kate. So thank you all for those wonderful invitations. Joy and Margaret sending love from Virginia. Oh my God, so sweet to see you all. And we want to thank also for this evening Diana McPherson, who was running tech for us, and can't tell you how much that helps make everything go so smoothly. She's wonderful. And some of our songwriting students are here. Some of our songwriting class, I shouldn't say students, they're wonderful humans and they're learning and they're kicking ass at songwriting, are on here on the chat and also here in Facebook land. And Cleo just wrote, come to New York City where you can cook an egg on the sidewalk. So that's classic.
We could do that here, actually.
That's true.
And it would be a lot less humid.
So I want to tell you all down in Facebook land, after we do this song, we will sign off to you all with much love, and then we will stay on with our Zoomers for a little bit of visit together. So if you wanted to come and join us in Zoom, the link is on our website, emmasrevolution.com/concerts, and you can register. You can come in for the after concert hang if you want, where I'm going to hear from all the lute players who were writing things in the chat, which is so fantastic, and I look forward to that. We wanted to finish up with a song that is really from your region there, Sonny.
I learned this song on board Clearwater when I came in the mid to late 80s. It was late 80s, actually, to sail during Pumpkin Sail. And, you know, there was music every morning to wake up everybody on the boat. And there was music throughout the day and music to close the day. Of course there would be, because of Pete's influence there. This is an old song that's had many different versions over the years, but This is the version that we used to sing on Clearwater, and this I'll send out love to Steve Stan, and whom I learned it from, whom I remember singing it on the boat. A little lullaby for y'all. Saw a crow flying low, kitty low, kitty low. Saw a crow flying low, kitty low and light. Saw a crow flying low, saw a cat just spinning toe, kitty low and light. Rock-a-marie. Way up yonder above the moon, kitty low, kitty low. Way up yonder above the moon, kitty low and light. Way up yonder above the moon, bluebird sits in a silver spoon, kitty low and light. Rock-a-marie. Way up yonder beyond the sun, kitty low, kitty low. Way up yonder beyond the sun, kitty low and light. Way up yonder beyond the sun, eagle flies when her work is done, kitty low and light. Rock-a-marie. Big old owl in a tree, kitty low, kitty low. Big old owl in a tree, kitty low and light. Big old owl in a tree, just as sleepy as she can be, kitty low and light. Rock-a-marie. Sloop sail the Tappan Zee, kitty low, kitty low. Sloop sail the Tappan Zee, kitty low and light. Sloop will sail the Tappan Zee, just as peaceful as she can be, kitty low and light. Rock-a-marie. Be-oh, bye-oh, baby, oh, kitty low, kitty low. Be-oh, bye-oh, baby, oh, kitty low and light. Be-oh, bye-oh, baby, oh, bye-oh, be-oh, baby, oh, kitty low and light. Rock-a-marie. Saw a crow flying low, kitty low, kitty low. Saw a crow flying low, kitty low and light. Saw a crow flying low, saw a cat just spinning toe, kitty low and light. Rock-a-marie, kitty low and light. Rock-a-marie. Thank you for having us.
Everybody hear me? I would like to thank you for tuning in and listening. We had a nice audience tonight, a lot of wonderful comments on the side, and of course, a lot of great music from Pat and Sandy, which we knew we were going to get, and that's why you tuned in, right? I guess at this point, thanks everybody. And again, Diana McPherson, you rock. Diana, by the way, is Greg Greenway's wife. And what a wonderful couple. They've been my friends, and I love having them in my life. And I love having music in my life. I did a radio show yesterday in which I played songs by various people who had been in the song nights. And I played Pat and Sandy. I played Swimming to the Other Side and Bound for Freedom, which they both sang tonight. Nice. And I played Greg singing, let's see now, what did I do? Standing on the Side of Love. Nice. And what was the other one I said, Greg? I told you.
My Good Name.
My Good Name, yes.
Nice.
Those are my two Greg songs yesterday.
Mhm.
Well, I guess at this point, if some people want to have a conversation or ask questions or
Right.
whatever,
We're just going to say goodbye to Facebook friends, and then we will stay here with you all on Zoom.
Yeah,
okay.
thanks for being with us, folks, on
Thank you,
Facebook.
Pat and Sandy.